Welcome to Blacker Than Black Times Infinity. I'm one of your hosts, Cthulhu's Prodigy. On my left, your boy Blue.
Yo, what's up? Your boy Blue here.
On my right, extreme right, Kronos.
He got the intro right this time, y'all. He let Blue talk.
Yeah, goddamn it.
I didn't even step on his toes yet.
Nope.
Yeah. And on my immediate right, the oldest ninja on the goddamn planet, for the first time debuting. What is your name going to be, actually? I don't even fucking know.
The original dog.
The original dog.
Nice.
This motherfucker. The original dog.
So this is going to be kind of extra ghetto because he bought a mic and I told him to get an XLR cable and he got an XLR to a 1/4 inch. And that shit doesn't work on my motherfucking setup. So if you would have done what I asked you to do, you've been all right.
I was in a hurry.
So there's 4 dudes, 3 mics.
True
Yeah.
black fashion.
But yeah, true black fashion indeed.
Well, we'll take it out of black fashion. I'll drink some wine.
There you go.
Even though I'm a beer drinker, but I'm out of beer. I'm making some more this week. So
Hopefully you can see us on fucking Periscope right now.
Yeah.
Message us. Let us fucking know if you fucking can. By the way, you can also live tweet us on Twitter. It's B then B
TI.
TI at B then B TI on Twitter. So follow us, and you can also catch us on Facebook. Where are we going to fucking start today, gentlemen?
where do you want to start?
Well, I actually had a question for you guys since we're talking about
Here
4
we go.
dudes and 3 mics. Have you guys seen One Guy, One Cup?
One guy, one cup.
Yes.
Is that a
No.
deviation?
Derivative?
Derivative?
There we
no,
go.
deviation
Goddamn.
from 2 girls, 1 cup?
Yes, it is. It is. It's probably the grossest thing I've ever seen in my
Is it
whole
the one
entire
with a
life.
glass you're talking about?
Yeah.
It's not actually a cup. Then it's like a wine bottle or
But
something like that, right?
It's a mason glass.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Have you seen it though?
But wait, is there still shitting?
Well,
Or is it nut?
It's not brown.
It's gotta
quite,
be,
yeah, it's quite red.
Yeah, it's very red.
Motherfucker cut himself open? What the fuck?
You don't want to know, man. You don't
Yeah,
want to
it's
know.
pretty bad.
You brought it up. I mean, do you want the internet to look this up?
Yeah, the internet should definitely look this
Ye-
up. It's pretty
Jesus.
old. It's pretty old.
It is pretty old.
Like I would say, it's probably about a year old. Have you seen it?
No.
Old dog.
No. So wait, if it's red, does he just work himself until he bleeds into the cup or something?
No,
No, just go watch it. Just go watch it. Yeah, you'll use your imagination.
Started
But,
off
yeah.
with the dank nasty
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah,
that's
Holy
pretty bad.
fuck. Was that
I'm
your
gonna-
goddamn question? That was the
Yeah, that was
one
my
you
question.
waited for?
I'm gonna look it up so you guys can watch it right now, so people on Periscope can see
I
your
do
reaction.
not want to watch that shit.
Holy
You
fuck.
can have them watch that shit.
I'll have them watch it.
Bloody ass shit. That's worse than 2 girls, 1 cup.
Oh, it's actually called One Guy, One Jar.
Yeah, it's a jar, right?
Yeah. So this is the original video.
Holy fuck, we really are
Oh,
going to do
you're gonna
this.
watch that shit?
God
All right,
damn.
I'm gonna look
Okay,
up.
18 or only is on the screen.
Why does this look like this is on YouTube?
Yeah, no, this ain't YouTube.
Yeah,
this is
it's not
Russian
YouTube.
porn site.
Oh, some Serbian film shit.
Yeah, Serbian film shit for your ass. How long is this shit?
It's
Is it-
probably like 30 seconds.
Okay, it looks like a snuff film website, ladies and gentlemen, so you can get some visuals.
This looks like this shit ain't.
Kronos is already tapping out and saying he wants no part of this
Well,
shit.
I know what you're gonna see, and I don't want
Yeah.
to see it again.
Okay.
You got to give commentary, man, because you can't leave everybody out there silent.
Yeah, I'm ready to give commentary. This shit is loading.
Oh, it's loading.
And
So we got technical issues.
technical issues on this shit, but how fucking good is this going to be?
let me get this-
Or awful.
I'll get this queued up and we can kind of cover that in a minute.
All right, we're going to come back to
Time.
your nasty ass and this nasty ass shit.
Yeah.
Like we said at the very beginning, we have 4 of us. Some of you are used to only having 3 people on Blacker Than Black Times Infinity. Old Ninja. What do you call yourself? Original Dog. You should introduce yourself to the fucking interwebs.
Mike.
Hello there, Interwebs. This is the original dog.
What are your geek credentials, motherfucker?
Oh my fucking goodness. We don't have that much time for me to list them credentials, but let's see.
Give us Cliff Notes.
I guess.
So you can't see him. He has Harry Potter glasses on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, actually, some of you might be able to see him.
Yeah.
And he the oldest ninja you know.
So,
He went to Hogwarts.
side note about the glasses though. This is fulfilling some of those ladies' nerdish fantasies out there. You wouldn't even know. So many ladies just love these glasses, man.
Oh,
You
man.
wouldn't even know.
So
This motherfucker.
I mean, don't be hating on the player. You know, don't hate the player. You hate the game. That's what I mean. The glasses work. So anyway,
so you're saying that girls like it? Or are you talking about like little girl that went to Hogwarts and shit?
No, you talking about probably
some Hufflepuff.
I'm talking about ladies that probably were watching that or reading that 50 Shades of Grey shit. And there's like, well, if I can merge Harry Potter and 50 Shades of Grey...
That's the exact opposite of...
No, you merge the two together, and that's me.
So you can take the mic away. That's hilarious.
I am... Fuck what this motherfucker talking about.
Cut you short.
So, all the weebos with the body pillows, listen up. You have your guru over here. Go ahead and give your goddamn credentials.
We'll leave him alone. Go ahead.
So, let's see. I guess gamer, comic book enthusiast... well, okay, I game on the biggest, the big network.
The big
Xbox
network,
Live.
Jesus.
Yeah, where people use the N-word just to do it.
Liberally.
Yeah, liberally. They say it, without cause of consequence. So, big time Xbox gamer. Been gaming since, let's see.
Age of 2?
1934.
I wouldn't say the age of 2, but I've been gaming since, my first... official console was the ColecoVision. So been gaming ever since then. Been into I can't decide DC or Marvel, but I appreciate both.
You should go to Image.
I am the one about Image. Image kind of did me kind of weird with Savage Dragon. I didn't know what the fuck.
That's a long time ago though.
Yeah,
man.
but that's when Image came out. When everyone left and started Image.
You got to come back
Lee
to
Field and McFarlane. I was a huge Spawn fan. So I had the first few issues, sealed. I read pretty much the first 50, 70 issues. I still keep going back to it, but I guess they're going to reboot it soon because it fell off apparently.
Well, no, it's been going, it's still going, but there's other.
But I heard there's just all these Spawn isn't even Al Simmons anymore. It's somebody else, and they have medieval Spawn, they have Old West Spawn, they have all these other weird.
But there's way other better comics right now than Spawn.
And then let's see, what else am I into? I'm lightweight into anime. I'm not much as I was before, but I mean, if the anime has tentacles in it, I'm more interested in it.
You hear that? You hear that? His geek stock is going down.
Yeah, it's got to have tentacles in it, or else it just won't. It's not a. Oh, I guess in flying panties. If the panties fly away in the anime,
in the V formation,
then I'm more interested in it. Oh, and demons. You can't have real anime without demons. That's what I'm saying.
So, just for reference, though, when he mentions flying panties, that is all about Heaven's Lost Property, which is on Netflix, and you should be watching that, just so you know. Flying panties, robot stealing flying panties. That is a great anime.
Yeah. So back to the credentials. Basically, all things tech, I try to get my hands on or know about.
Except for XLR cables.
Except for XLR cables. That's more of an audio thing. What else? PC gaming, I used to be really big into, but not much anymore. More of the console gamer. Big into building my own games. I don't know what else.
Wait, what do you build? What are you working on here?
Well, I was working with the Unity engine, so we were doing a couple 3D games. I had worked with the team. We built some. We used Mechanim to build a.
Wait, hold on. Pause real quick. Who uses the Unity engine for the listeners out there? Is there a game out there that uses the engine right now?
Yeah, there's a couple games that use it. So there's the free game that's on Xbox Live, the Max in the Lost Kingdom or something like that. It's a side-scrolling game that's all. It was a big deal because it's in Java, which is really weird too.
Java's fucking horrible, though.
Yeah, so they made the game in Java and they used Unity. And the Unity engine comes with a JavaScript and C# compiler. So it was kind of weird that they were able to port Java into it. But it's a pretty interesting game. It was free to download. I mean, it's just like an old side-scroller. There's a couple other games that were made with Unity. I don't know offhand. And then, the other one that a lot of college kids are using is Game Maker. The Game Maker is actually really easy. It's less programming intensive. It's more. I feel as if it's more artsy, but anybody can pick up Game Maker. I recommend it if you're interested in getting into games. Download Game Maker for free. You can start up your own game. If you can draw, that's actually really helpful. If not, you can kind of come up with your own sprites and build a game out of that.
Are these all like Flash-based games?
Yeah, they're some of them are it's whatever you
Flash, Java.
Yeah, you can do Flash, Java. You can do, I think, Python. Even there's a couple. It supports. GameMaker supports a few languages, but I think Unity you're able to translate to multiple different languages. There's a lot you can do with both of them. Yeah, I recommend either one. Unity, I think you're required to sign up though if you're going to download it because it's free. But if you're going to use it, you have to sign up onto their mailing list to get a bunch of their assets. GameMaker, anybody can get it.
All right, we got to cut.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Going on and on.
Yeah,
and shit.
Jesus.
Fuck what you talking about. Back to some exciting shit. This mofo is drinking his Arizona iced tea mango juice. But
speaking of Arizona, there's some dry vaginas out there right now.
Dry vagina. What about them titties? I want to see this video that. Oh, wait a minute! You have a man doing a squat position over a jar in this dank ass video that my boy Blue was about to.
I had to restart my computer because my computer was like, "Hell no, I don't want to see this shit either."
All right, so one more time. What was this called?
So it's called One Guy, One Jar.
Why am I watching this? All right, one man, one jar.
One man, one bar. So I'm gonna go ahead and play
it's a snuff film. Here we go. So a man is squatting with his dick out, uncircumcised, over a jar.
A white guy.
White guy.
Oh, he inserts a jar in his
Wait a minute.
And it's a mason jar, people.
Wait, so he's squatting hard on the jar. Is he about to shit on the jar? What's he doing?
Break in his ass.
Oh, he's devouring the jar with his asshole. Holy shit.
Oh, it died.
Oh, no, that was enough. That was enough. So if you want to see
No, you gotta keep seeing it.
Is there more?
Yeah.
I like always force him to watch.
Yeah, this man is devouring a jar with his asshole.
I think it's Mr. Slave.
Yeah, Mr. Slave on South Park.
I like how he has like a piece of paper on the
Holy
bottom.
shit. I mean, you're replaying it over and over again, but...
this is 2 minutes long.
Yeah, 2 minutes long. Like, play the thing. Okay. All right, so he's devouring it with his ass, and... Holy shit, technical difficulties.
Man, this is just a night of
a whole bunch of technical difficulties.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that Periscope is fucking broke.
All right, so... Again, the video is him doing this. We've seen this part before. But what happens once he gets the jar completely in his ass?
I'm pretty sure the jar breaks.
I'm pretty sure he's going to shit blood into this jar, but we'll see. Pity bet, Bulldog?
The jar is going in backwards.
Wait, the jar is going in backwards.
Stop the game.
I must have.
All right, we're cutting this.
Yeah.
Well, what if it went in sideways?
Well, that
so,
would have been
so describe it.
Let me describe it. So he gets it in there, and all thing you hear is a pop sound
of the jar
jar shattering
breaks.
in his ass.
See?
Oh fucking!
And
shit.
if you've seen any anal porn, you know the butthole stays open for a bit. So he's sitting there trying to pull the glass fraction out of his asshole.
Glass.
Broken shards of glass, and that's when you see a scene from fucking Carrie, like 1980s Carrie, was just
holy.
I'd imagine
blood.
that would look like the Sarlacc from Star Wars.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Just it's worse than Two Girls, One Cup. Way worse. Way worse.
At Two Girls with One Cup, that was a little charming, actually. You know what I mean? If you could get through
it was charming for the first 2 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you know what I mean?
It's like I like where this is going, and it's like all downhill from there.
The third act was beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, we started off dank as fuck on this show.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck! All right, where are we gonna go from there? Let's talk about comics, ladies and gentlemen.
To the list.
We kind of free flow, man.
On this shit.
When you have a list, you have to read through it.
Fuck all that noise.
You just pick three topics from that list. We'd be here for 3-4 hours.
You gotta sit up next to the mic, man.
Three topics from. So we made a list of topics that we have for all of you out there, and I'm saying
he talking about this Wii stuff. It was 3 out of the 4 people here.
Wait, ask him how many topics did he contribute? Go ahead.
Once.
What? Right. Where is? I didn't see it on the list.
It was on. It was actually on there when you were contributing at the same time.
Oh, okay.
So I added like 10, 15 things on the list. So if you look towards the bottom, all that last stuff is all me.
Okay.
So you.
Anyways, let's talk some goddamn comics. I'm still reading East of West from Image.
Where are you at in East of West?
I am at the end of Volume 2 of the trade paperback.
Okay.
And everything's fucking falling apart, but Death is on a goddamn warpath.
Yeah.
Crow and Wolf don't even know where the fuck this shit is going.
Yeah.
But I got to a section where they're introducing, I guess, a Louisiana area with a king and a prince.
Yeah. The black folks. The black folks.
Yeah. And, of course, the king has 15 million goddamn kids.
Yeah.
But, no spoilers and shit, but god damn, it's a good story.
Yeah, it is. And I like how the black folks have the most money.
They do, and they explain it because they got the Gulf Coast area, which they didn't know had oil, and then I guess they have their oil-rich region, and that's basically propping up their economy. Yeah.
So they fund wars and all that shit.
Which of the volumes of East to West are you reading? Are you on 2 still, or are you on 3?
Yeah, at the end of 2.
Okay.
I'm almost about to start 3. And they introduced the Rangers as well. Which
the Rangers are
fucking badass. I mean, these are people who kill judges, kill politicians,
kill anybody,
who they don't feel is just and right in the world, basically. Yeah. But then they hung up their badges or stars or whatever the fuck, because they didn't want to be corrupted themselves after they basically came to power and were feared all over the world. Is that kind of along the right lines? Yeah. You got to read this book, ladies and gentlemen. East of West by Image. It's my favorite thing I've actually ever read in comics, and that is saying a lot right now.
So you like it more than Saga?
I do like it slightly more than Saga, even though Saga is epic.
Shit, yeah.
But I don't know where this is leading.
Yeah, that's what I like about it. It seems like a long, thought-out storyline, and I have no idea where it's going to go.
Yeah, it's 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, but everything is not going to plan. And I love the whole apocalypse versus the Revelations theme and the stuff with the basically BioShock Infinite kind of America on crack, but with a new dystopian nightmare. I don't know how to describe it, but everything is different, but has similarities to U.S. history.
Let's talk about a major comic. Well, East to West to me is major.
Oh, it's
but,
major shit.
DC and Marvel still up there. So, Convergence just completed, and it was a fucking snooze fest. I mean, I read through the whole thing. I finished it.
The main story is what you mean, though.
The main story, yeah. And it was just kind of like, it wasn't as good as, even Secret Wars is, like, way better. Secret Wars is where they're, basically everything fucking ends, and then somehow Dr. Doom ends up with, like, one world with, like, he rules over everything. He's basically a god. And that's way better than Convergence.
Wait, time out. Let's go back to Secret Wars, because I'm behind on Secret Wars.
Yeah.
You're telling me that Doctor Doom is the main villain?
Sort of, yeah. He's basically so all the universes collapsed, and there was 2 ships. Well, shit, that's kind of giving shit away. So spoiler alert: there's 2 like life rafts that survive the universes colliding into each other.
Okay.
And so it has certain people on them. I'm not gonna say who the fuck's on them. But Doctor Doom seems to have survived everything of the universes collapsing into themselves, and he creates a world that looks like just a world, where he rules over everything. He's basically a god, and so he has like this battle world and like other different districts that he rules over all of them, and it's a better storyline than Convergence, in my opinion. So
that seems worth reading. I want to wait for the trade paperback on Secret Wars.
Okay,
but
there's other good stuff in there too. I mean, I think Old Man Logan, is that part of Secret Wars? I think it is. I can't remember. I can pull it out right now and look. But
I got to get caught up on that.
Is this all Marvel?
Yeah, that's Marvel.
Oh, okay.
Secret Wars is Marvel. Convergence is DC.
DC, okay, that's what I thought.
Well, one thing that is cool about Convergence is that the material that they're using for the comics are far superior than any other comic.
It's really glossy, right?
You mean,
here,
like the paperwork?
Yeah. I will show you.
You'll show us on the radio.
Yeah.
Listen really closely, and you'll be able to hear how good it looks. He's pulling out his.
If you had synesthesia, you would fucking know.
He's pulling out one of the Convergence.
That's my dick.
He's unzipping.
It's nice and glossy.
So he hands it over to me. It's Convergence issue number 5. We have a terrace.
I bought 2 like a dumbass. So
you bought 2 of them. Goddamn! It looks
that happens all the time. So I forget which ones that I have.
Looks like their own. A Doctor Strange lookalike for DC. I don't know who the fuck this is.
Yeah, I don't know who that is either.
Demos, okay, and a...
Is it Debo?
Yeah, exactly. Debo. And this looks like a Conan wannabe on the cover as well, and everybody's riding a Triceratops, but it is glossy as fuck, ladies and gentlemen.
How does it feel, though? Is it like...
Feels good.
Put it in your hands, Danny. See how it feels.
Yeah. It's a little girthy.
That won't stick at all.
Girthy, a little heavy. It hasn't shaved in a while, but it feels good. I like it.
It's all natural.
I love the comic books are in color now. Like,
ooh. By the way, do you guys watch DC All Access with this hot ass girl? What the fuck's her name?
No.
Tiffany Smith?
No.
Oh, that's worth
Wasn't
watching.
Tiffany Smith on it? Let me see the picture of her.
Yeah, this
wait, isn't
she was on G4.
Yeah.
Let me think.
Yeah. See, I saw her
Oh,
at
yeah.
WonderCon. Really, she's knowledgeable on DC shit.
what's name Herder's on there too? Not Blair Herder, but her husband.
Who was it that was on G4? Blair
Herder is
Blair Herder.
No.
Yeah,
Chobot,
Blair Herder.
Jessica Chobot.
Chobot. No, there was Blair Herder who married Jessica Chobot.
Yeah.
The other Blair, the blonde Blair.
Oh,
she was their comics guru.
Yeah. Blair
Herder.
No, that's the dude.
No, that's the female.
No.
You could just say it again and it'll still not be her.
Yeah.
Is it Blair Himmer?
We could use the internet
Yeah,
to
someone's
answer
got
that
their
question
laptop
before
right
people's heads explode
All right, let me
while they
check
try
that
to
out.
tell us. But yeah,
So,
I know who you're talking
as
about.
somebody's looking that up, I made a mistake last episode where we were talking about Game of Thrones, and I thought that Brienne had died. She is not dead. That was one of the servants. So.
And it's all good because we own up to our shit. You know what I mean?
If we make a mistake, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck
It
it.
ain't perfect.
And fuck you for thinking that we made a mistake.
Yeah.
Like, catching us on it.
I know you fucking nerds pushing your glasses up and shit.
Exactly.
Like, he made this mistake. You know?
Exactly.
Fucking shit happens.
We still got credentials.
Yeah.
Fuck you and your body pillows. But yeah, I mean, Marvel and DC, I've taken a little bit of a break from them, and I'm more into Image, but I do want to read Secret Wars. That sounds good. Most DC fans are not talking about Convergence being epic. I'm looking at Blue, though.
Well, I haven't been reading. I've been reading the new 52 of Batman, and that shit's fucking great.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
now,
probably way better.
We still
Yeah.
talking about Batman Eternal?
No, we're talking about Batman, the new 52 Batman. Because I already finished that. I already finished Batman Eternal, but I'm talking about new 52 Batman.
Well, I can tell. I can sum up how shitty Convergence is in just this one statement.
Go ahead.
So you know how there's different universes, and like in one of them, Bruce Wayne dies and Thomas Wayne lives.
Well, just to clarify, the different universes I thought were Brainiac's little bubbles, though, right?
No, but there's different universes too. But yeah,
okay.
there are bubbles in the thing or whatever.
Okay.
But, so anyway, Thomas Wayne meets Bruce Wayne, and it lasts about 3 pages, and they talk off scene, and they're like, "Okay, I know what I got to do," and they split up. I'm
the
like,
hell?
"Are you fucking serious?
The fuck?
Like this should be like one of the biggest things in DC. Like the father and son finally meet up."
Yeah, because I know in Flash, the Flashpoint Paradox, when Flash comes back, spoiler alert, he brings back a letter from Thomas Wayne to give to Bruce, and all you see is Batman reading it, and you just see like water drops because you know he's crying because it's like
there was nothing like that in Convergence.
No, man.
Like, it
Holy
wasn't
shit.
dramatic at all. I was
That's
like, "How
weird.
you lazy fucks."
That is
Come
weird.
on,
That's
man.
actually offensive to the Batman mythology.
Yeah, it was offensive to me. I'm a Batman fan, but not a huge fan. You know?
That's awful. That's awful. Okay, so let's get to some gaming news, motherfuckers.
All right, let's bring Old Ninja in here.
Oh yeah.
All right, what are you playing, man?
Right now I'm back on Destiny.
Hold on, you're just gonna be Old Ninja. You can't be Old Dog.
Fuck your name. It's been taken from you. Your name is Toby forever.
Where's your foot at? Let me take that shit.
Yeah, you need my shoes? You gotta take my shoes?
Yeah, wait, go ahead. You playing Destiny?
now I'll take your
I've
shoelaces.
been
So
playing Destiny because ever since they dropped that House of Wolves DLC.
Yeah, I picked it back up too, and I started playing it again.
Yeah, so it made it kind of relevant again. Like before, I was just playing it because I had nothing else to do in between, like me watching shows. But I've been on Destiny, and I'm always a big fan of like the horde / firefight modes, and that keeps everyone coming back because everybody wants to come in and get the riches. Because every time you get to the chest, once you finish, you get random shit.
yeah,
So that always brings everybody back.
the one thing I didn't like about with Destiny, I haven't played in a while, but I hate when you would go through a mission, a co-op, and you go ahead and pass it. Here you are, like level 29, trying to get to 30, and you get like shit for reward. But somebody who's like level 2, or maybe not level 2, but like 25 or something like that, gets some legendary, some exotic weapons and shit. It's like, dude, this is bullshit.
So I can make this easier for you. So the reason why you're doing shit like that is because you basically beat it before. You have to go for strange coins. And that's what you should be shooting for if you're already up in the higher levels.
Yeah.
Because you want to get strange coins and then find Zur between Friday morning and like Sunday morning. And then you get shit from him. That's where you get your exotic gear from normally once you're higher up in the game. Or you have to do like really hard fucking levels like Nightfall Strikes.
Yeah.
Or like the was it the House of Glass? Not House of Glass.
Vault of Glass, yeah.
Yeah. So
But like, if you get an exotic weapon, you can dismantle it and get strange coins from that as well.
No, not. If you dismantle it, you get an exotic shard.
Okay,
Which is
it's a
also
shard.
important.
Shard, yeah. The exotic shards are only used now. You need 2 shards now to upgrade armor and weapons.
Well, but it's pretty cool now because now you can actually upgrade your exotic shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, because like I've read twice now, I've gotten because I'm a warlock and I've gotten things that are for a hunter, and I'm not going to play as a fucking hunter, so I just spend all that shit.
So, one of the tricks that a lot of the players have is to use multiple characters because you get 3 slots, so you basically have 1 slot for each one. And the way that they all play is they just stack up. They play for each character, and then you collect your coins and then put them in the vault. So if you want to buy something for a particular character, you'll have surplus of stuff, and you just trade between the two. If you always get armor or weapon or armor for one, you put it in the vault and pick it up with your other character, and then they have it, and then you can break it down or use it or upgrade it if you want.
Yeah, I have a few things in the vault for other characters.
So I mean, the people I play with, they're doing Nightfalls like back to back.
Yeah,
at 2, because the reset is generally
at 2 a.m. I think
Tuesday. So they're playing as soon as it like switches over. They're playing. They play it that hour with their first character, and then they go to sleep, wake up, play it again with their other characters, and then they're done for the week.
So back to that G4 host, I looked it up. It's Blair Butler.
Yeah.
The skinny blonde.
Yeah, the skinny blonde. She knew her comics though. She actually she knew her shit with that.
She's actually not that skinny.
She got that thickness?
A little bit thicker.
I don't think she got that ass.
Blair Butler?
Oh yeah,
She's skinny as fuck.
Yeah, her.
Nah.
She's like.
Yeah, she's not that.
She got donk?
You're saying she's not skinny.
Pretty tall.
I think she's really pretty.
Well, you could be tall and skinny, motherfucker.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that she's a toothpick, because Jessica Chobot is skinny. She's like...
Holy fuck, you have lost all your booty credentials right now. Jessica, hold, no, this mic is mine. You bring it on. Jessica Chobot is fine as fuck, and you gonna say something disparaging about that ass?
I'm not saying anything disparaging. She's just really skinny. Wait, who here has met Jessica Chobot? Raise your hand.
I've seen her at a con.
No, you've seen her I've seen her at the airport, shook her hand, and talked to her one-on-one.
So can I destroy your argument right now? Who has bigger titties?
Ooh.
Jessica Chobot.
Jessica Chobot.
That would make her bigger than Blair Herter. Yeah.
Don't
get me wrong. And Blair Butler's not a terrible looking chick.
No, she's good looking.
But she's skinny. I mean, that's just the way she is. So.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Her comic credentials are solid. There's no doubt about it. Mm-hmm. And Chobot has geek credentials for days, and it's fine.
Yeah.
You know?
And she's a MILF.
Yeah,
she's a MILF now.
But she married Blair Herter, so that says...
that is a little weird.
But I heard he's a good guy, though.
Sorry, Blair Herter.
Man, no.
I heard he's a good guy.
So y'all knew that Blair Herter was on Road Rules, right?
Yes.
Everybody knew that shit.
I didn't.
So that gives him better credentials. How?
Chris Hardwick was on Singled
Out.
Out.
That's where I thought everybody knew him from. Was Singled Out.
That's where I knew him from,
That's the only way I knew him. I think he was also on MTV Remote. Wasn't he a host of that too?
I don't know.
No,
that's a little before his time.
Oh, okay.
I think, but I mean, we could use the internet and confirm everything that we're talking about.
Let's check it out.
Actually, we should do a nice segue right now. Since you mentioned Game of Thrones, is everybody current?
Oh, I'm current. Yeah,
I'm current now.
Everybody current?
So
I don't watch it, but I'll listen.
Are we
anyway.
gonna put down the spoiler alert hammer?
There are some spoilers that are
gonna
happen.
Are you gonna do a timer?
Can we do a timer?
Yeah, we'll do a 3-minute timer because holy fuck, this was a great episode.
From right now.
Right now.
So it was The Walking Thrones.
Holy shit. them White Walk. Did you notice the 4 horsemen of the goddamn apocalypse on the hill?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Jon Snow still knows nothing. That motherfucker should have been gone.
No, you know what he does know? How to kick some fucking ass.
He's badass. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
But god damn. And the giant, though.
Yeah.
That giant.
Did y'all notice Jon Snow's sword? Because everything
it's
that
Valyrian
White
steel.
Walker did, but everyone else was thinking that the dragon glass was stopping them, but his sword stopped. Like, you see his look on his face, the look of his attacker's face, and one of the horsemen on top. They're like, oh, this fool should have been dead.
So now we know it's 2 things that get him: Valyrian steel and dragon glass.
So they knew that now, even though Jon Snow still knows nothing, he's not nothing to fuck with either, though.
I'm just still happy that... What's the big boy's name in the Night Watch?
Oh.
Sam?
Yeah, Sam. I knew he wasn't going to fucking die.
But
he'll be alright.
But I love the fact that he got that ass.
Yeah, he got that ass.
That wild ass, though. You know what I mean? Because she was like, I used to pop it for daddy. Daddy with an I, not daddy with a Y. And, actually, daddy with a Y and an I.
Yeah,
but anyway.
gross.
But he got that ass, and I'm proud of Fat Man getting ass. But yeah, it was a great episode. It was so dank. It was so dark. and just action fucking packed. For the last 30 minutes, it was nothing but White Walkers kicking ass, converting motherfuckers.
I will tell you one thing I didn't like though is that right when they started being like skeletons, it looked a bit like shit. What was that movie with?
Wait, like the kids being skeletons?
No. The adults being skeletons. It looked a bit claymation like.
Oh yeah,
Like,
okay.
yeah,
Like
I was
Nightmare
just
Before Christmas claymation. Like
No, it was like what was that movie with Ash?
Evil Dead.
Yeah, no, not even Evil Dead, but the one after that.
Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness. It's a bit like Army of Darkness, and I
Okay.
was like, looking kind of cheesy right now. You kind of skimp, but it was still fucking
it was a
amazing.
great episode,
Yeah.
man. I'm glad nobody spoiled it. I will say I did some.
Got a minute.
We did some live tweeting, but there were no spoilers that went out there.
We had to have a conversation about that. Our first little sort of semi argument, but we handled it like adults.
Yeah, no.
So
It was
I
fun.
want to make sure there's no spoilers because I've been spoiled on some shit before.
Yeah, and we
Oh,
don't want to
man.
burn anybody with spoilers without doing spoiler alerts. So
Everybody knows about the Walking Dead fucking spoiler that they did for Beth.
Yeah, that was
Post
some
that shit on
bullshit.
Facebook.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't do that shit.
Yeah,
That-
you
can't.
that's a
fucking
violation.
And
That's
it,
a
it
violation.
came from.
But we can't forget that epic meeting between Tyrion and Daenerys.
Ooh, that's good
because
point.
that was
Yeah, that was
some
good.
intense shit. Because literally his life technically was on the line.
Yep.
But he's that master manipulator. And just that meeting itself, you're just wondering what the hell is going to happen.
Well, we're at the 3-minute mark.
All right, so
So-
that was Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Because man, great episode, no doubt about it. If you haven't seen it, obviously go fucking see it and get current and caught up.
Yeah, it's great.
That's
great
the
show.
point. So we talked about comics.
You want to get into some controversy?
Ooh.
Oh.
What do you have in mind, Kronos?
I want to talk about Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh. What?
Let's do it.
Caitlyn
She
Jenner,
is
yeah.
hot. She had a hot week this week.
She did. She
Was
did.
Dennis Rodman?
She had a coming out party.
Yeah.
No, I
That
don't
was
want
like the biggest surprise
it.
to no one. Anyway,
Right?
Family Guys did call that.
They
yeah,
did.
they did call that.
They
They
call that
call
shit
that.
hard time.
I don't know. It's been bothering me because now I see a whole bunch of shit on the internet about how we should address this person and not piss them off and how to be careful around them. You know what? You know what I say about that? Fuck that. Look, I understand that he was a he, now she's a she, but that doesn't mean you get special privileges. All right, that means that you're still a human being and you deserve to get treated the way you should normally be treated. So telling me how to operate around this person or how to properly address them, fuck that. I mean, you know what? I'm a semi-older guy, and people have fucked up my name for my whole entire fucking life.
Yes, they have.
And I just let it go. So if somebody fucking changes their gender, and if you forget that their name is now something else, you shouldn't be super offended, all right? It's something fucking new. So people need to get over that shit and just give people a fucking break, all right? And it's not... the heroic status is kind of being overblown, too. It's like there's been other transgender people out there. She's not the first one, and the pictures of her on Vanity Fair are, first of all, heavily make-upped and heavily photoshopped too. Anybody that doesn't think it is, you're a fucking idiot. She's old as fuck. All right, there's no way that she looks like that in real life.
Yeah.
So let's just get over all that shit.
He's like what, like about 52? Bruce?
No, I
Something
think
like
he's in
that.
his 60s.
Yeah, yeah.
You know who he looks like? He looks like the lady from American Horror Story.
Yeah,
Yes.
they've already-
Angela.
Yeah. When I first saw, I was
Lang?
like, damn, he looks hella familiar now.
Jessica Lange.
Jessica Lange, you're right.
Yeah, yeah. But other than that, I mean, it's cool that I'm sorry, I keep saying he and she. See, you fuck it up because it's like different now. But it's cool that she decided to come out and be a woman. That's perfectly fine. But to ask for special treatment is fucking absurd. So
Isn't the girl on Orange Is the New Black? Isn't that's a guy, right?
yes,
Yes.
And
the
you know what's
black one.
funny is that that's actually a twin.
Oh,
And
that
so,
yeah.
yeah. So when you watched it, right?
Yeah.
So-
Orange is the New Black?
Remember when they were showing like back in the day with him?
Mm-hmm. When he was a cop
No, a firefighter.
or firefighter, you're right.
And then you saw him in lingerie and shit.
Yeah.
That was his twin.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
That's what I heard.
Or
Remember I
internet.
talked to the internet
Can
that
you do a
shit?
fact check on
I
that
just totally
bullshit?
bullshitted that.
No, I think you're right because
I'm
I
fairly
heard
certain I'm right.
I heard about that too.
Yeah.
Well, I heard Jamie Lee Curtis was a hermaphrodite, but I'm not saying.
I think everybody heard that one.
Yeah. But
yeah. Well, it's just my sister because she fucking hates that shit.
Oh,
Jesus.
we got to have her on here one
we
day
do.
to tell that
She has
story.
good stories of whooping
Yes.
people's asses in parking lots. Hold on, microphone, motherfucker.
So what's her reasoning for hating Jamie Lee?
Oh, you.
Queen of
We got to have her on.
Yeah.
She actually met her in real life.
She can explain. She'll have to explain.
Yeah,
that.
it's
It's a hilarious story.
But here's the thing. I mean, and I agree with Kronos on a lot of this. I don't really care all that much.
Yeah, I don't care either.
You know.
yeah.
There are other transgender people, and if his or her story quote unquote inspires some people, more power to them. But don't tell me that you really give a shit about a Kardashian member of the Kardashian extended family in real life, because you don't.
Yeah, especially when I know way harder stories. Somebody that's been in the limelight for that long, somebody that's basically privileged. I hate using that fucking word, privilege. But basically somebody that hasn't gone through a lot of hardships in their life. When I know people that have gone through way harder circumstances than she has, it's kind of offensive to say that they're at this higher status when there's people like people that are like gay in the South or live in the wrong neighborhood that live a much harder life that get no kind of recognition, and all of a sudden this person changes their gender and they're a fucking hero.
Let's call it what it is. She is very much an attention whore. I'll just say it.
Well, actually, I'm not.
I mean, let's be real.
I don't know if I'm going to go that far. I understand that she's putting herself out there now, but before that, she was pretty low key. Even though
she was on a reality show, and now she has her own reality show.
I didn't watch that show, so I don't even fucking know. Because I know it's Keeping Up with the Kardashians. It's mostly about the women, right?
It mostly is, but he was still on there. He was a presence.
Let me bring up actually my biggest point. Actually, I almost fucking forgot to say.
Oh yeah,
that should overshadow all this shit is that she fucking killed somebody, and that's being totally underplayed. Like seriously, hit somebody into traffic and they fucking died, and nobody's bringing that up at all.
Yep.
And I think the family of the deceased is suing them.
They are. They're stepdaughters. Yeah.
Rightly so.
Death.
Rightly so, because regardless of the change or anything like that, someone lost their life.
Yeah. That's a human life, and we're all humans. So
yeah, people should care about that, not what she's wearing on Vanity Fair. So
yeah, exactly.
I'm with you 2,000% on that.
I hope I just hope he finds comfort in his own skin. I mean, he's said he's been going through this shit since he was a kid. So, or she finally finds happiness. Yeah.
I will say this though. I always think back to that South Park episode with the dolphins and the father
gay fish
thought he wanted in his head he thought he was a dolphin, so he had surgery to have a blowhole and a dorsal fin put on him, and then he wanted everybody to treat him as a dolphin. Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
Well, what's funny to me is that ever heard of Lady Valor?
No, tell me about that.
I can't remember her real name, but she was a Navy SEAL. This was like the alpha of the alphaest males.
Oh yeah, you were telling me this.
Yeah, she was a Navy SEAL, like actual, like if you quantify heroes as being somebody that defends our country, which I do, she was a hero, and she decided to, or back then when she was decided to be a girl, and now she's a girl, and that got less attention than Caitlyn Jenner. So.
I don't know if any of you guys watch those shows on what is it, A&E or whatever, the America's Most Notorious Gangs.
No.
So they had this one episode. They were doing all the gangs.
Was it tranny gangs? Oh, I'm sorry. Probably can't say tranny, right?
So one of them was about neo-Nazis.
Okay.
And they had this huge segment about the two guys that started in their prison and how they were buying weapons, from South America. So it got to the point, it was pretty drawn out, but towards the end, they got to a point where they cornered one of the leaders, and there was a shootout with the FBI and him, and they went in, got into the truck, found out when they arrested him because he had been hit, he was wearing ladies' undergarments, and so they found out that he was living a double life because they were saying they hate faggots and Jews and all that, and then they found out that he was living a life as a woman. I think he was a prostitute,
and that's very common with like homophobics.
Yeah, so he was. I mean, but they were hotly promoting killing people, and he was literally shot up in a car full of ammunitions and guns, and he was caught wearing lady stuff, and like the people closest to him didn't even know. Like the FBI confiscated photos of him going out with dates with other men. So I think it's kind of like
it's extra common because people they want to ostracize it when they themselves feel it, and it's just like people would be much more comfortable if you just live the life that you want to live. I mean, this is how you see it time and time again with these conservatives. And I'm very much in the middle. I'm not Republican or Democrat because they're both ridiculous parties, but you see it a whole lot more with conservatives where they say they don't like gays, they believe in the Bible, blah 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 blah. Meanwhile, they're blowing some dude in the fucking you know,
In the airport
Taking that
bathroom. Yeah, and it's ridiculous, and it's because they fear what they don't understand because they don't understand themselves.
That
Was that Wiener?
no, that one, yeah.
Well, there's been plenty of
Wiener
others.
wasn't
showed
gay.
his wiener.
Yeah.
Wiener was showing his dick
Yeah.
all the time.
Was-
But hold on though. Wiener did help promote dick pic culture though. Let's give him credit. You know, and give him.
He's a dick pic hero.
trying to
Yeah,
say
he is a dick pic hero.
You trying
Flag.
to say he created Snapchat or some shit?
He might have. He might have. But yeah,
It surely made it popular.
Yeah, I mean, I think that those are valid points, you know, and I'm kind of independent as well. But I will say this: even with the Democrats, they've just recently got on the whole being for gay marriage and being more progressive on some gay issues, because plenty of Democrats were super conservative on that as well just a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't give them a whole lot of credit either. Goddamn, did we finish up with games? Because
No,
I feel like we're
only
bouncing
talked
all over
about-
the
we only
fucking
talked
place.
about Destiny.
Well, we
That's
only
all
had
we talked about.
we only had a
And
3-minute
E3
window for it though, because they're
E3
Spoiler.
is
No,
right
the
around
3-minute
corner.
window was for Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones. So let's go back to fucking games. Blue, what are you goddamn playing?
oh man, I'm stuck on that Guacamelee. But I actually brought my anybody familiar with Google Cardboard? So it's a virtual reality that Google created. And I want you guys to test this one game.
So, hold on.
There's African forehead grease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Let
to
everybody know.
describe it, he's opening up a box that looks like it's out of the 80s.
Is there a dick in the box?
It looks like a what's that toy with the red thing? You click it to the side.
A viewfinder?
Yeah, it's like a viewfinder.
But cardboard.
Yeah, so most people aren't even going to know what a viewfinder is. Look it up on
shit.
Google.
Yeah,
You
Google
know
it.
that kids nowadays don't even know why we say hang up the phone.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Why are you hanging it? You can press the button? You
Roll
old
da-
fuck?
Roll down the window motion is lost on them
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
You mean push the button down?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have you check out a quick, simple viewing.
So he's posting something hopefully on Twitter. Is that what's happening now? He's got his camera to a cardboard box that's on his forehead.
No, he's going to show us a game. Or
Yeah, I'm gonna show you a game on here so you can see how
Okay.
this
I'm just
virtual
describing
world
it.
is working.
Danny's rocking that Galaxy S6.
Yes, Edge.
The Edge, yeah.
All right, so hopefully you can see this on the Twitters.
Well, nobody can see it on Twitter right now because
Here.
Periscope is fucking broke.
Oh, Periscope is... Whoa, so I'm looking at some...
And you can like look around, like turn your head to the
virtual
left and right.
reality of an urban environment.
How big is the dick?
There's a giant hairy schlong with the Prince Albert facing me. But no, this is actually pretty cool. It looks like a futuristic Tokyo or some shit.
Look around, like lift your head
San
up.
Francisco?
Oh, wait, I can move it?
Yeah,
Oh,
you can look
goddamn,
around. You can
I
look
feel-
down. You can
I
see
feel-
who's behind you.
I feel dizzy. Wait, who has that knife? Oh, man. Here. Go ahead, old ninja. Look at this.
You might have to realign the phone concept to the side.
So that's pretty cool. What is that called one more time?
This is Google Cardboard,
Oh,
and it's basically a piece of cardboard with
You were
lenses
looking at
on the
back of
inside.
the track, and this is the front of the track over
So
here.
it gives you 360-degree viewing of whatever virtual environment, right?
Yeah, and there's a few games where you can actually hook up the
There's a
PlayStation
Zeppelin
4
game
controller
that-
to your phone and be able to move in real world.
Ooh.
This is
So
shit right
that goes into the whole virtual reality stuff.
Yes,
I mean,
it does.
that's a hot topic right now.
I've
It
seen this
surely
one.
is. But there's a lot of companies out there making virtual reality, and it's coming
That's
really
because
popular.
It's come a
Oculus
long
is
way
now.
since Virtual Boy.
Yeah,
Your
right.
fucking eyes bleed.
Oh man, Virtual Boy came out in like 1995.
I played it too.
Yeah,
Really?
I remember back in high school they had it at New Park Mall. They had like
Yeah,
a big ass
yeah.
stand set up, and man, that shit burn your eyeballs. You
Here-
couldn't play that shit.
Here goes
too
a cool story about that. So I remember going to that with you,
Uh huh.
and I actually won a shirt from there. It's a red shirt, and then I went to a Cal State Berkeley game, and their colors are blue. And I was a kid, and I was walking down. They were like, "Take off that red shirt. Take off that." I'm like, "You motherfuckers, man! What the fuck,
There you
man?
You
go.
got fucking booed.
I don't give a fuck about your goddamn colors."
There you go.
But speaking of
Perfect.
VR, like I heard Sony is supposed to announce
Morpheus.
at E3. which
Well,
would be
they've
a
already
good
announced
segue.
it, but they're probably gonna show more about it.
Yeah, I think they're going to
Hopefully.
talk about. Hopefully, they talk about when they're going to release it
Yeah.
because there's a lot of competition out there for virtual reality.
So for me,
devices.
it's really all going to depend, of course, on the
I don't-
price point.
No.
You know, I mean,
So they've announced the price point for the Oculus Rift, which is the best one arguably out there.
okay, and drum roll.
And Dremel is with everything which includes computers,
Uh-huh.
computers, Jesus Christ, which includes a computer, It's like $1,500 or $1,800, but that's with a computer.
Okay.
So without the computer, I'm guessing it's going to be somewhere around $500 or less.
Well, that's around
Which is
the console price.
Well, it's the price of a monitor, basically. So I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Yeah, and they said that
A really nice fucking monitor.
the consumer version of the Oculus Rift is supposed to come out. They're going to start taking orders later this year, but then they're going to start releasing and shipping it in Q1 of 2016.
And people are raging about it. I mean, was it John Carmack, the guy from Id Games?
Mm-hmm.
He's been raving about it. I think he's actually one of the creators. So
That dude's a genius and millionaire.
yeah,
That dude's hella rich.
There's also I saw this on Kickstarter today. There's another Oculus Rift type of
Oculus.
How
VR.
black is that list? One more time?
Yeah.
One more time?
We gonna call it the Rift. But this one has inside of there. It has cameras that tracks your eye movements.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I saw that one too. Which is what you need.
Mm-hmm.
So have you guys seen the list? Yeah,
Yes.
This is from IGN.
We have.
IGN's list of games that are supposedly supposed to appear at E3.
Supposedly supposed to.
Yeah,
Supposed
so
to
the
be.
ones that they have marked on here are ones that they've actually seen. So there's a few on here I kind of want to point out, like Crackdown.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they're bringing back Crackdown, so I'm wondering how that's going to play. So I'm assuming that Crackdown is supposed to show that Xbox One players can play with PC players
no,
using Windows 10.
they're not going to do that. They tried it. They're never going to do that again.
So I won't be surprised if they tried that
No,
gimmick before.
they're not. They tried it. The reason why it doesn't work is because PC gamers murder the fuck out of the console gamers.
If you put a cap on their performance and then just make sure they're all benchmarks, it's
No, you
it's
can't
still a
do that.
possibility.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you
That
can.
makes no sense. Why would you retard a game?
it's not retard the game, just retard the performance.
That's retarding the game. Like
it's not
you
retarding
can't
the
slow something down to like keep other people up. You just keep them separate, man. Like, 'cause
Well-
there's an obvious advantage to have. Here we go with the console PC argument. You used to be a PC gamer, man. You can't tell me that a keyboard and mouse is on par with a freaking controller, man.
No, it's not on par, but it's just a different experience. You have to tailor your gaming experience differently for different peripherals.
But
I will say, I mean, if you look at now, what is it that they're selling for PC gamers? They're selling controllers and they're selling off the shelves. Like, people were playing over at the NorCal Regionals for Street Fighter and all these other games. They're using USB controllers, plugging into their PCs and stuff. So I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
Well, I can understand for like a fighting game because obviously you can't use a mouse in a fighting game. But for like a first-person shooter, if you use a controller for a first-person shooter for a PC, you're fucking stupid. You need to just sell your PC, maybe sell a kidney or two to the fucking Mexicans. Oh, well, no, I won't say the Mexicans.
So
Whoever the
racist.
fuck,
So
the
racist.
black market.
On
So racist.
The
the
black
blacker than
market.
black.
Wait, so Mexicans are the black market now?
No, everybody's black market. I fucked that all up, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
It's
But
all good.
though. So
I said it like a white guy too, like the Mexicans.
The
The
Mexicans.
Mexicans.
Wow.
But you could lose a
Like
lose a
there's more
fucking
than one.
kidney in Mexico.
Of course you can.
Yeah,
well,
you can lose it here in America.
You can lose one in a lot of hoods.
Yeah,
though.
fucking-
You can lose your head in Mexico.
Wake up in a
You should see
fucking
donkey show though,
pool of ice.
legally.
Yeah, but there's no way that if you're a first-person shooter that you would use a controller.
I won't.
I mean, well, I mean, people do it all the time. though.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
No, people use controllers on the consoles all the time.
On a console, yeah, but
Yeah.
not for a PC. Nobody's gonna get a PC and then grab an Xbox controller and then play a PC game that's a first-person shooter on their PC.
I've seen.
Maybe not, but I mean, here's the thing, though. It is about personal preference. I would be retarded even more so with the keyboard and mouse because I don't like it. It's not for me. Now,
Oh, man.
you could tell me, superior in quality and everything, and that's fine. But for me, as someone who hates the mouse, even for work, keyboard and mouse, even for work,
It's not the argument, so it's fine.
Yeah.
You can say you don't like it all you want, but it's still
Yeah.
more accurate.
yeah,
So this is the way it is.
And you could do that, but everybody has their own personal preferences for how they like to game.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, that's true. Because I love the keyboard and mouse. Give me that any day.
Yeah, I always hated it. So, but you only mentioned one goddamn game. Was there others
Yeah,
on the list?
There are a lot of others on the list. So there's this Destiny expansion here.
Yeah.
So I'm not
Got that
quite
open
sure
right now.
what this entails because I know that Bungie has gone on and stated that they want to support Destiny for the next 5 years. And there was only
That's easy.
too long.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
but
it's
there's
not.
only-
Don't say it's too long.
You
World
don't
of
need too long.
Warcraft.
there's a lot of games that are supported for longer than that.
Yeah, but that's World of Warcraft isn't a shooter though, too.
True.
I mean,
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, so look at the past. Look in the console generation of the PS3. Look at all the Call of Duties.
Yeah.
Those are, to me, they're basically all fucking expansions, man.
I mean, if you look at it from
they
that
are.
point,
Yeah,
yeah,
the
then that
graphics
makes sense.
don't get really that much better.
They definitely are. It's just that would you say that a lot of people are going back and playing some of the early ones from the console generation of Call of Duty?
It's expansions. You're just playing the new ones, right? So why do you normally get a newer game, right? It's usually
because everybody else is playing it. Yeah.
oh, so okay. Well,
Yeah.
you do the same thing with the expansion. If everybody's playing an expansion, you play it too.
Yeah, I get you on that. It's just a completely different model. You know,
It's-
with an MMO. Well, yeah, it has to be. With
No.
an MMO versus a first-person shooter that's
No,
annualized.
Call of Duty.
It's
It's the same fucking game.
okay,
It's just different characters,
Yeah.
well,
different
but
stories.
they're also made by two different publishers as well. I mean,
No.
you got yeah, they are Activision and Treyarch. Are the same?
No. So Activision, it's Activision, Treyarch, and now Sledgehammer.
Even if it was made by
Infinity
Ward?
30 different ones, they all play exactly the same.
Oh, they have the
So-
same mechanics. There's no doubt
So
about it.
what's the point?
Well, my point would be that the people who played World at War.
World of Warcraft.
No, World at War.
Oh, okay.
World at War.
yeah, World at War.
One of the Call of Duties
Sure,
from
sure.
the early console generation
Yeah.
aren't going back to play that one at all.
That's not what I'm saying. You're missing the point here.
What's the point?
The point is, so Call of Duty, all of them play basically the same. So to me, they're basically like little expansions, right? You're playing the same exact fucking game, just in different spots. It's just different. It's just different backgrounds and enemies and shit. Even the enemies sometimes are just reskinned.
Wait, Kronos, have you played Advanced Warfighter?
Yeah, I have.
So
That one was a little different, but it was
Yeah.
still the same
the only
mechanics.
thing different,
Advanced Warfare?
it's Warfighter.
No, you're thinking of the other one. It's Advanced Warfare 2
Is it
or whatever.
Advanced
Yeah,
Warfare?
yeah.
or Warfighter.
Well, I can tell you. Hold on, I'll tell you. Like,
Well, I can see for Destiny,
Well, 'cause I
they
would
should
fig-
add.
I would figure it'd be a Warfighter because you
No,
get
it's-
an exo suit.
It's Advanced Warfare.
Oh, it is Advanced
Yes.
Warfare.
Black Lisp and that memory.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, hopefully for Destiny they add more worlds, like maybe add like
So I've heard
different
Yeah.
planets.
Well,
for you to go
Mercury
to.
should have been there because it was in there in the first E3.
It's
Yeah.
in there when you get a Grimoire card. But here's the thing about Destiny that I've heard. These are
Wait, hold on. You were saying about Advanced Warfare. What were you saying?
Oh, the only mechanic that they added was the exosuit.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was it. That's what I'm saying.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all I'm saying. It's basically
That's
the same
the only-
game. It's just
yeah.
different places.
So
I mean, you're right. You're right. They're very much the same game. I get that. It's just a different model with it annualized versus the expansion. And all I'm saying is though, people don't tend to go back and play
older games.
Call of Duty games from 2-3 years
But
ago.
we just told you that we both just went back to Destiny
okay.
for an
2-3
expansion.
years ago though.
No, before an expansion. No, but people do it for World of Warcraft all the time.
Yeah, but that's not a shooter.
But it doesn't matter. Nobody's done it for a shooter. There's no really good MMO shooters right now.
Yeah.
except for
this is the
Destiny.
first one.
So I will point out the fact that there was an online petition to get Call of Duty, the Modern Warfare, to be remade for the new generation. So people were upset.
Yeah.
So
Wait, what do you mean remade as an MMO? Is that what you're saying?
that's like fucking up
to
your
be
argument. Yeah.
to be translated over into a new generation.
Yeah, so that
What are
fucks
you
up your
trying
argument.
to say?
No, so this fucks up your whole argument is because people do go back and play games. You just replayed GTA 5,
Because it was remastered on a new console.
but
What I'm talking
nothing
about is,
everything was exactly the same though.
No,
So
but
that
hold on. No, not everything was exactly the same. There were the heists that were completely new.
but when it first came out though, the heists weren't there. So
Yeah,
you just played it.
I got it once the heist came, dude.
It doesn't. Well, there's other games too, like that I've played. God of War. There's been a couple other ones too that I've replayed, and I've played them fine. You know, it's just
You can. All I'm saying is the vast
Borderlands, bitch. Borderlands.
It was remastered, and I had never played the prequel.
It's just better graphics.
Yeah.
And you're playing Borderlands 2. You just told me that today. You played Borderlands 2 again.
Yeah.
And there's nothing new about the game except
Well,
for the
there's brand new
graphics.
trophies too.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's still the same gameplay. So,
Yeah, but all I'm saying is people don't tend to go back.
but
when
you
there's
just did.
But hold on, let me finish off. People don't tend to go back to older Call of Duties on the same console if there's newer versions out. That's what I'm saying.
But they
They don't tend to do that in large amounts. Yes, of course, there are people who
people that do, because it depends on the game. Because if you look at the game that Counter-Strike, perfect example. People are still playing that game to this day.
And that's
And it's old as fuck.
Yeah, that's a very good example on the PC. I'm only talking about consoles.
Even on the console.
Yeah,
they put it back on the console. Not back on the console. They put it on the
PS4?
console.
HD version. Yeah, it's an HD version.
Oh, I didn't know about it.
Yeah, Counter-Strike Go.
Okay, that just came out?
No, it came out a while ago. It might be on the PS3. I haven't checked for the PS4 yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. PS4, though, has it, or no?
I gotta look.
Okay.
Yeah,
It probably does.
So, moving on down the list, there's some games on here that we take note. Most of these are all cross-platform games. So you got The Division, which got delayed till next year. Doom 4.
Hold on, The Division keeps getting delayed. Wasn't that an E3 debut 2 years ago?
Last year, I think. I think it might have been 2 years, but I'm pretty
So hold
sure
on.
last year.
Counter-Strike Go is coming out on
sorry.
PS4 on the 21st. So
this month?
and people are gonna buy it.
But an updated version, right?
It's, what do you mean updated? You mean updated graphics? Yes.
Yeah.
That's not up. That's what does that mean?
Well,
It's the same fucking game.
Does it look better?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything though. That's really negligible.
What I'm saying, though, is if it came out, let's say at launch for PS4,
And people are
and there were newer Counter-Strikes, would a substantial amount of people go back to play the old one?
yeah, people do all the time, especially with Counter-Strike. They haven't stopped playing Counter-Strike since it came out.
And there are new ones now?
Yeah, and people are still playing even the old ones.
Oh.
You know this even from Joe Rogan's podcast. You just fucking watched it.
No, I listened to it. I didn't watch it.
Okay, well, watch it, listen to it, whatever, man.
But they were talking about the old ones, yes.
Remember, he was talking about how they preferred the old one because it was like technically
he was a pro gamer playing it.
it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. People are still playing the old ones. Just because you're not doing it doesn't mean nobody's doing it.
No, I'm not saying nobody, but the vast majority don't go back to play old ass games like Call of Duty that didn't have critical reviews and weren't so revolutionary when there are newer versions.
But people do though.
Some
And what you're saying though, it's not true because World of Warcraft, people are still playing that with expansions. That's the perfect example. Is when you have expansions, when it brings new content in, it's the same game, it's just an expansion. What I was saying was that when you're playing Call of Duty, the gameplay doesn't change at all.
Wait, let me make sure I understand this with the expansions for MMOs. Included in the game, is it the original game?
Yes.
And then there's
They're just
additional
adding shit onto it.
It's just additional content, but you can still play everything like before.
Yeah.
It's just basically DLC.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. But you don't see a difference between World at War or the first Modern Warfare and Advanced Warfare.
The gameplay is basically the same.
Similar, but I
No,
mean,
it's the same.
well, you got exosuits, you got completely different weapons.
The weapons, that's negligible to me.
And different ways of doing multiplayer.
That's the same.
Well, you have the zombie modes and the horde modes that
Those
aren't
are
all
back then.
Not in all of those old
Not
ones.
all.
It's
Yeah.
like they skipped one generation. That's it.
Yeah, it depends on who's developing it at the time. So
I don't
Treyarch is the
know.
one that's famous.
Twitter,
for doing
fucking the whole social media. You can tell us who's right or wrong here. So
it. Well, I want to look at some of these other games real quick because the big reveal that everyone's busting their load about is Fallout 4. Which it's been teased about for forever, and it's been officially announced.
When is it coming out?
So I don't have.
there's no
I
release
guess
date
there's
yet.
no official release date yet, but it's been all over like my Facebook feed, and it's been all over the news here. So it says
It doesn't even say what console it's coming out on yet.
no. It's supposed to be multi-platform.
Oh, okay.
So except for of course probably the Wii U. I doubt that.
So you know what else I see on here? That's bullshit. Is The Division, and we talked about this before.
Yeah, the
because-
Division got delayed for sure.
Again.
But I mean, you've all seen the video, right? Of the Division. It's the gameplay version.
Yeah.
So it's like a more militarized. It looked like a more militarized version of The Last of Us for a minute, but they had workable tech. So it's like it looks like a post-apocalyptic Washington D.C., but they had all this crazy tech involved.
yeah.
So I was like, what the hell's going on? But it got me intrigued though, because the gameplay looked pretty sick. That and they're bringing back Rainbow Six finally. So that Rainbow Six Siege that looks interesting. That's got me interested. That 4-on-4 like heist type thing, or
Yeah.
was it search and rescue or whatever?
Yeah, yeah.
That looked pretty awesome. That looks like that's gonna cause a lot of screaming and a lot of N-words on the internet.
Wait,
so.
why the fuck did you skip over Borderlands 3?
I didn't skip over that.
Yeah, you did. You were going down the alphabet. And I see you scrolling back up.
I'm scrolling through like all kinds of stuff because I skipped the Division. I skipped.
Old Ninja doesn't know how to scroll.
What about that Batman Arkham Knights too?
But I wanted to get to Fallout 4 because Fallout 4 has been teased about all over the interwebs, and it's been a maybe or a no, and then finally officially we have something.
Well, There's
actually a teaser trailer out.
Yeah, today. It came out today.
Yeah, it came out today.
I posted it on Black and Black Times Infinity.
Do you see that? Do you see that teaser trailer
shit.
for?
Shit's falling.
We got
things ghosts up in this shit.
I'm sure you can't see this on the.
That fucking scared me and shit. I thought it was a ghost. So many darkness in here.
Yeah.
So, which one are you guys most excited about on that list? Then start off with.
I'm gonna go with the Tomb Raider.
Wait, top three. List your top three.
Top three on this list.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Tomb Raider. Oh god, I'm just gonna Crackdown, and trying to go to the list real quick, and Kingdom Hearts 3.
You play Kingdom Hearts? Really?
Yeah, dude. I'm all about that game.
Chronos.
Mine will be Borderlands 3 because I love Borderlands. I'm gonna pick. What was that game? Mass Effect 4 because those games are the fucking shit. And then my dark horse is gonna be No Man's Sky because
what is No Man's Sky?
It's
about?
the one. It's supposed to be basically almost an infinite universe where you can hop in a fucking starship.
Oh yeah,
planet to planet. Yeah, it's also a first-person shooter.
They said Destiny was going to be like that.
Yeah, I thought that.
So expect that to be in the expansion.
That's why I said a dark horse.
Yeah.
Okay. But there's another one I was looking forward to as well. What the fuck was it? Oh well, Arkham Knight. But I already know what I'm going to get in that game.
I got to pre-order mine.
Yeah, pre-order.
2 weeks away.
Yeah, if you don't pre-order it from, I guess it's GameStop because you get the Red Hood and he shoots fucking people.
Yeah. But do you know where you can get Harley Quinn? Because in the video it doesn't tell you where you can go. It just say
I want the Red Hood.
They're going to release it everybody though.
I mean, you have to pay for it.
No, you have to wait a year.
But this is the problem that I have though with this pre-order bullshit is that it should be available to buy. Like if it should be exclusive, you should be able to buy it.
Well, they did that with not the last one, the one before when Arkham City. So if you didn't pre-order, you could buy the individual characters. I mean, it was okay.
Then you do that with everything, or they just should include it all.
Some of it wasn't. Like Nightwing wasn't available for like another 2 months, and then Harley Quinn's Revenge that came out like almost a year later.
That's DLC.
Way later, but I mean, and then they packaged it all together for $20 with the what was the game of the year edition.
Well, that's how you get your revenues, man.
Yeah, I mean, but still, I highly recommend getting it though.
Have you guys seen the 7-minute gameplay of Arkham Knight?
No,
man, it's great.
It's amazing. But
one of my favorite part of that though is that Batman can like grab stuff. Like there's a scene where he grabs like a bat and he's just like bing.
So Prodigy's got to tell us his picks, and then we're about to wrap this up.
I'm gonna let Old Ninja give his 3, and then I'll go.
All right, so definitely top one, Mass Effect 4 for sure. I've been waiting for that forever. One after that, Battlefront, because I've been waiting for that forever. I want to see what DICE does with it. And I guess the third one, I'm gonna go with Mirror's Edge 2. Because the first Mirror's Edge had me it was pretty good. Some kind of way. I felt like it was a genre-defining game, and finally we got something new and different, and a lot of people slept on it.
Well, Dying Light kind of took some of the parkour from it. So
but I mean, people love Dying Light, but it's not like really being talked about as much as some of these other games.
Go fuck yourself. I talk about Dying Light, and I love that motherfucking game.
That's just you.
So, yeah, whatever. So, mine would be definitely The Division, Mass Effect 4, and Borderlands 3. Borderlands is just one of my favorite games. I'm a little nervous about the goddamn Division. But
that's why I didn't list it. Anytime they push back a game that many times, I'm very nervous.
And I didn't actually like Watch Dogs all that much. Another Ubisoft,
especially when you're not Blizzard.
I'm nervous. I think that's all the fucking time we have for today. Any parting shots? Blue?
I'm just gonna give out the times when the EA conferences are. You guys want to?
Yeah, let's do that really quickly.
All right, so we got Microsoft set for June 15th, and their pre-show is at 9 a.m., but then the conference starts at 9:30.
What day of the week is that? June?
Oh shit, I don't know. Tuesday. I don't know.
Oh, tell me the date and I'll tell you.
Okay, so June 15th.
That's Monday.
Okay, Monday. EA is their pre-show is at 12:30, and then their conference starts at 1 on June 15th.
Nice.
Okay.
Ubisoft 2:30 p.m. for their pre-show. Their conference starts at 3, also on June 15th. Sony's is 5:30,
which you can also watch on your PlayStations.
Oh, that's
really
great.
Nice.
Yeah, so
you watch
last
all of
year,
them?
if you go on, if Home is still up and running, which I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still up there.
Yeah, you can go into Home.
Really?
And then you can watch it there.
Nice.
I know you can watch it on your phones, your smartphones. I think it's going to be on YouTube as well. But I know IGN is also going to be hosting it as well. They'll be streaming it on their site.
Yeah.
A quick side note: if you saw that Morgan Webb and Adam Sessler are being reunited for Bethesda's,
Yeah, all
they're being
right.
reunited to announce Bethesda's lineup.
That's fucking awesome. So they're gonna announce one game. Jesus,
I respect
right.
the shit out of both of them. Go ahead.
And then did I do Sony? So
Yeah,
Sony's
you guessed it, Sony.
Yeah.
5:30. Yeah. Nintendo is going to be 8:30 p.m. on June 16th, and their conference is going to be at 9 a.m. What the hell? That's probably all kind of wrong.
Unless they're talking about a Zelda. I don't
Yeah.
want to hear it.
could be Metroid.
Metroid would be awesome.
I'll be paying attention.
I did love Metroid Prime.
It's
Did
good
they ever
games.
remake those for the Wii? Sorry.
No, they
sorry.
need to though. They
No.
need to.
There's a lot of Metroids though.
All right, Square's going to be June 16th at 10 a.m. They don't have a pre-show going. And then PC
What
gaming.
day? What day?
June 16th, which
Okay, it's
is
Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah. Yeah, that's about it.
Well,
So
awesome.
look forward to that.
All right,
Awesome.
cool.
I will say this, a really quick shout out. I'm going to be doing some live tweeting from San Diego Comic-Con for Blacker Than Black Times Infinity.
And what are those dates?
Those dates are not in
The 8th
fucking
through-
front of me.
8th
July
July
8th through the 12th.
'Cause
Perfect.
I'm fucking going.
Old Ninja knows. Awesome. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate your time and listening to us.
And
And,
sorry about the technical difficulties with Periscope. It's not our fault. This shit didn't work on my phone.
Yeah, well, fuck it. We'll be back up next week. See ya.
Later. Peace.